Eti for Makwaba Badale update TV best send number channel so I hit Addo subscribe like share my one pense me be so nya benti jemre nya daje munra semini muntento ne nkuti nsema ne de to dwana tifo bobaka ya ehe nansia na eko parliament ma kame se LGBT plus no aban no anase parliament no so mo yese omonyi entum because oman no our culture and values no contradicted with those act no mo pass bill no kra ma yese no ekopie oman panyinim na ade na kopie oman panyinim no yese na akoye buache bidin sign na ade no yese no enra emrema akoye buache bidin yese no majority of Ghanaians ne do no eguna na dan kwa kufa do super ya tumi se de anyama ekoso no omobo endwoso na eno na yigina enim Afenyo Markins aba bontin abichi mu se wo mo MPP for wo mo nye sa gay ana lesbian entumu ne entumu china yesi yigina enim sisi na bill na kopie na nado anim MPC ni nyina pass bill no amisi na akase president besan na sisi no kama sisi no watene against another because say another dan kwa kufodo bill no se onyi entuma ana se anti LGBT bill no se ujitum dia ka eba wanim na nintam so na anko wasan amaga fo hu se ye man panyin na dan kwa akufodo sensemfo anase kwasiasem gay ni lesbian no se papa no ono emfo so na be beto wanim na akoye ndechina na se ya akoye se sikadie bi na makoji amodi a sese no ebu aka musim because Afenyo Markins ababontin dise na betane against se omo no MPP for no omo enyi entumo ne enyum ntense they are partnering with the NDC parliamentarians no say omo no nyina ayewan na etifo nsem no report no meeting imu kakra acheremom na ochemu se Alexander Afenyo Markins, the majority leader and the member of parliament for Futu, has affirmed that neither the government of Ghana nor the ruling New Patriotic Party will ever endorse the LGBT plus idea. According to him, it is essential not to create the impression that the MPP support lifestyles that contradict the cultural norms and family values of Ghana. Ghana does not accept the marriage of gays and lesbians. The MPP does not accept the marriage of lesbians, and there is no way it will ever be accepted. Be stressed. During an interview, Ghana's parliament recently passed a bill imposing prison sentence up to 3 years for individuals identifying as LGBT plus and a maximum of 5 years for those involved in forming for or founding LGBT plus groups. Effort by some individuals, including the majority leader, to substitute prison sentence with community service and counseling were rebuffed by lawmakers while advocating for reformative punishment. Afenyo Markins highlighted the constitutional provision allowing judges to administer community service as an alternative sentence. He called for counseling section rather than custodial sentence for individuals involved in same-sex relations. Meanwhile, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has announced his decision to put matters relating to bill on hold until a constitutional challenge launched against it is concluded by the Supreme Court. Native for Kamise and Sama Afenyo Markins so they abetu gesi say no wo mo ne NDC for ne adwan san kwasasem omo enyintum na nsem ne ba bonten no nsem fufu bi to aso ayemonglo mienti nsem ne ba de ka ho no ye so ye beba abedom.
Talk about KG, talk about primary, talk about JHS, talk about SHS, talk about polytechnics and all the training colleges, then talk about technical universities, then you move to what? University. About 9 stages. But MPP has succeeded to use only one to blindfold us that they have performed very well in education. Because there is nobody there to tell them that what you are doing is no good. So they have abused us. How can we be spending 2 billion Ghana cedis on only free SHS? Meanwhile, you leave the kindergarten. You didn't do anything about them. Now, look at this stretch, the value chain of education. MPP for Janina to Do you get it right? They didn't talk about KG. During Atamu's time, they started building KG for the children. During Atamu's time, we heard of schools under trees. MPP from Mayebiana, they didn't do anything about it. The schools under trees moved from what? It moves from primary to JHS. Do you get it right? Then Professor Mills and Mahama moved to senior high school. And then we talk about E-blocks. Did you hear that? Did you hear of E-blocks? Now, what did NPP people talk about? They didn't. They didn't talk about E-blocks. Their focus is just to give contrast to themselves at only one value chain of the educational chain at AN9. They pick only one. Now, universities, which one have they built? And I also Professor Nana Poko during her time, she changed the polytechnics into what? Technical universities. So,
Afenyo Markins said E-blocks on OC 29 pe. It 29.
MPP is a walking contradiction. I just say no Afenyo Markins kasa onko fa napo. Honorable Matthew Poku Prempe, me hand over nota on the floor of the house. He mentioned 47. He mentioned 47. Today I met an MPP person say 23 na journalists actually. Look at these people who we are paying. The people we are paying, you are taking information from journalists, but you are taking salary. Why can't you come and prove to us? Adentina Matthew Poku Prempe say 47 out of 200. You get it right. And I'm see World Bank boy. Now World Bank wambuana na adwana. World Bank wambuana na aduda.
Kobita mamudi sikabaye.
Omamwa. Yeah. No mudi skanu idiye. These are the things we are talking about here. So, Prof. Nana Jen Opokwajima, I congratulate you again because at the other side of it, you are going to be the beacon of leadership for the women of this country.
Okay.
Yahu subida.
But idea bakwa teacher for the help. I'm say one licensure exams no. Ehunu pa na another point I monitor Kwame. No when so no maybe a interview. No ma me say obi ono wa pass UCC or call UCC when you second class apa. Na fi or take years am see ya say or fill paper bako or dwene on tiase omode omofre say ewe aban na fa so na wodi akate number no tell be bi beko o say even omomko class no omode omom pass omo a womo ekọ ayi omomba no paper no beba no na suma si a one lecture room no and a lecture hall no na ono mo pass na okoda no maybe they also talk about accommodation for teachers. I think anyone here 3. I've forgotten one. So licensure exams 1, 2. Accommodation for teachers. A crime ben ever first was signing my way. You bet me a year through in the near future as former so
yes. Once a teacher,
always a teacher.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kasawi. You see, MPP are good at extorting money from the people. That is what they are doing. Adentina say ye betro licensure exams are move fast syllabus no and can the mainstream syllabus no, so that at the end of the year no udi weni nyina ka ho a nipa no tro we a na wa pass ni mie no. Why won't you add it to it? But they want you to complete so that you go and buy form and pay registration fee and write, then they have the opportunity to fail you. What is the pass rate? So the only thing I ever say, look, if you are attending colleges of education or nursing, they should add that licensure syllabus to the original syllabus. Let us run them all at the end of the year. Maybe if it is 3 years, at the end of the second year or the first term of the third year, you write your licensure examination. Then you continue. Or they combine them and write. Mahama said it. And it is possible. It is doable. I don't know why MPP people should separate this. Enye krata suna ye type licensure examination. Na May examination enye anuso enye krata suna. We can put them together. We can put them. Look, the time we're in secondary school, Form 3. Now Satan cry 21 subjects. But we pass and cross to Form 4. So what is it that they cannot do? You see, we are just extorting money from these people. about accommodation. When SSA Ghana for any those who are in the senior colleges of education, Adentina Mahama say, oh, pulu away with the what allowances.
Yeah.
I say yes. Say Ghana's population is increasing. Mumbrantenim Baba Wanu, your population is increasing. You want to come to training college. There is no accommodation. Let me maybe take off the allowances that will come to your pocket. By feeding, they will feed you in the school. They take the light bills and all those things. So that we can expand the infrastructure. Send ya susu ba. Then also monies that will be used for the schools and the trees. Now say uwe square almost say nyam post too. Adia man tida enu na esi wona nado dankwa akufo adomreso. Say obibe uwe square kotinefie in the teacher training colleges. That was not happening. Me my time immediately I completed school in July. By August I've received my posting to Brona Afo. When population are increased or the youth population is increasing, we should look at ways that we can accommodate them in terms of education, in terms of job. When you complete teacher training or nursing training, your job is to go and teach or work at the hospital. So we must create those avenues. Inti emranteni mbaba wa more hondenu. More send am allowance pra echo. Mama Kraka say, we will give you because you are now a tertiary institution. We will give you what? The student trust. That's all. We took it. Some of us took it. So that is what we should be doing. So that we can accommodate more people and create more opportunities for the other colleagues of yours. Inti Prof, you have a job to do, but I have confidence in you. Wana omu kasa etiauni ninano. MPP have received a shell shock. Me kachre omu say, wana omu parody as a man for vice presidential candidate. You know. They should bring their CV and compare it with Prof. Because
therefore, my way no, and say, Tembia not in some fufro. Abe acquire part to part. We try kakra, we try kakra, we try kakra, we try kakra. Ah, well. We are hoping for best 2024 no Nyankopon we yadom na Ghana for so edum kukumoti akoto abana Nyankopon so eyi kandi for so ama oman Ghana because nowadays in the economic hardship and inflation wo oman no is so hectic amo eya yeten and what them pa.
As I'm saying, Prof from her infancy till vice chancellor, she was not a politician. She was not a politician. Into the Busian 5 cheniye. And she has also continued like that. Before becoming a politician. So somebody who can sit down and plan his future as a succession, as Afenyo Markins is saying, she has succeeded. 3 kids. Omunyina doctors.
Yeah.
3 kids. Omunyina doctors. Untani pano. And nuna Afenyo Markins. Odi 40 mikano penyu. Odina ho aid dinatem. Emma Mwati, MPP for Subanu, Emma Mwati. Say Afenyo Markins, majority leader no, or did you atem? Now Mahathir of Malaysia, wanya 90 years and son of Musa Dinubako, on some better naso. Nasa Jenana Poko Jimania 70 years. How old is it? How many years is she even older than me? Say on to me, woman. Napo, mekai pa tamami o parliament. Honorable Matopuku, almost say Nanado cry which Wibaromu, or Moody Nubedi president. Nanado no ati Wibaromu, you the new president. Yes, Newz are so na in the depth everywhere, left, right, and center. But my young country, Afenyo Markins, majority leader, ye man, no. Enya hand time ntina ye di man.
Okay.
Na okabi bia ye bema no mwai. Min kasantiano because I love the woman Prof Nana Jen Opoko Ajima. And I know she'll be a better president or vice presidential person than anybody in the MPP.
It's your mate.
Onu kasa kita license no dada. Because go and look at the e-blocks dodo awasi any near MPP fasi. In the whole of educational performance of the MPP, no, you see that they only work at the SHS SHS no one say one normally on STEM schools only 10 for 8 years 10 and normally the universities are the Bunso and other Mahama University no
said the Dodowa campus
yes
Dodowa
a fan place there no into MPP4 and your more kasa bebrebe they couldn't sit down and draw any plan that can give us a university. So prof white Juma and na APO kosu na kowenim MPP4 there they told us that Baumia is what is an economic whiskey. At the end of the day, what did we see? You have performed. If Afenyo can say that you have performed abysmally, then I don't know how he has performed. Ultimately cancel Nungwa desalination project, Insure project, or cancel the time he was the chairman of the what? Ghana Water
Company.
And you ask a question, which is very prominent. Adentino no Afenyo and to me and ministerial position. And now allegation about say Wabokrono only ADB for DB. Allegation. And until now, because the committee is ready and the NDC is ready to disqualify him into what Johnny Afro. Now you are a young person who has a succession plan. You get what? But we started with corruption allegation. And this is a person who has educated herself, has worked as the first vice chancellor of this country. In this enco to me ma umwaye ni entia. Yes. So to me ma umwaye ni entia went to me and minister because that time he qualified to be a minister. Adentina wanji. Yet to parliament, sa ADB corruption allegation no amba. Onse ni kasa muye. Now sir, this time dear, we are not going to allow them to stand up and be parroting for nothing. Okay. Yeah, home bibia.
Alabo, medasi PC about center. Dr. Patience Kelvin said about menstrual pains, poor flow, waist pains, back pains, or the beba, or bema, why mere one pem, and ruah do el honomoa. Babia or how no shall see free, no. Ye quack tackle honomono. Na o treatment, no. Atime akosuye papa. Obanso so a one wasem iodine obeba poor vision obi one more team say nani so ye ni wisi etede wani so fabra infections outdo ni no PC about center your doctors akukudam womoka Dr. Patience Kelvin ho a ene omede machines outdo a abefo kwanso ye the machine be do so ye wi a treatment no purely natural and herbal your Madina social welfare gate no ye no any dia no hwe Takra the Air Force Station Basic School number in the 0540-740-740. Heart Brothers Real Estate. Omo Asase, Ewo Tripoli, Shy Hills, and Ningo Pram. Asase no send Tibiano, Utua 50%. Niakano, Abusumisia, and Obechegusu at the amount. Fridays and Saturdays every week, and upon on song, ye the bus, AC, and office at the clients for no echo the various destinations, maybe and Sassen Egono. Etikanation, so you see a dying, your board dancer, boho, ye to be Sansona roofing, ye bobby, eti and also, and your Kakato Junction and Shaman at Mandela Park 0593. 244-322 Kel 360 toothpaste eno ena busani na editwi omose we ne fana pause o de pause ama osie china mso aitede be power se fita Food and Drugs Authority FDA womusa ehase top choco e kan bi e de jumadin ebro Maxinet broadband fixed unlimited monthly internet packages with 24 a year 7 customer support. Maxinet Sefreno 0543 906269. Omadam Makambi and a Jumadin Ebra Wontikai. Na Eshen so Efa Emamie Yo Asani Tano. Madu so Professor, I'll give it all. John Mama said, Tita for Isiano Merina more or how be a move come in the education sector. No. I don't know or minor for pim. Said a year honorable Kaya no. Utrinimuno, near Wunimuno. Ye Ginu Friwa, now ye the Nyan Sanshim, ye the Nimdiashi Mama. Now, Francis, no. I see it to me diffusing near Mabia. If you are only one, dear, or you be on what try, now can say, in us will be any mono. Proffer no more assembly, John Mama so say, on also no more assembly. Moment you.
No, I was a minute. Mama Kai, time and age society or a crasino. Nanka, the Oma member could obekubia now, but ma mio day, ma mio day. Anti prof dende
But answer now be corner. I'm say you know David Agbanyega US was say our foreigners no omenye part of yina na Yenti funeral committee. Yenti funeral committee.
You be the committee
chairman. And Enokiate so say the condolence.
Era masi samo de brother LD TV bresa comment section ho ya modia notification bell na click so she drop in latest bia unso nsa beka bi era masi Akroma.